Yes. Oh my God, I did it. Sorry, guys. Thank you. I made it. Good God. Thank you, Crime and Justice. Yay. Don't mind me, I'm all excited because I did it. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Just need to calm my nerves a little bit after that. Good God. I didn't switch it off or mute it. I was too scared to. I have no idea what I'm doing, guys, so please forgive me. I'm going to fluke my way through this. So, somebody contacted Doug in regards to a case here in Australia. That was about carpet rolled up and that they found with items in it. And I did find that case, unfortunately, or fortunately. It is a very sad case, I might add. The lady's name is Sandrine Jourdan, and it's from Queensland, Australia here. And I'll just bring it up for you. She went missing in 2012 in October. Oh, I just got to adjust this. Sorry, guys. Good God, I don't know how you guys do this. And her body hasn't been found. The police put it down to they didn't take it serious, but unfortunately they put it down to she had done it to herself. Although she was never found, they put it down to she had done it to herself. But with the carpet they found and the items that were rolled up in it, they reopened the case after they closed it. So I'll read this to you. This is a really strange case. Sandrine is presumed to have been abducted and has been missing since Friday the 13th of July 2012. Where is Sandrine? And I might add her family or her friend put out a YouTube video on this, and I looked at it today and it's had like 6 views or something. So I did leave a message for them. The last time Sandrine Jourdan was seen, she was walking to the end of a friend's driveway in the Sunshine Coast. Since then, she has not accessed her bank accounts, used her phone, or wished 2 of her children happy birthday. Her family have launched a desperate search for her, creating a Facebook page, making a YouTube video, and her sister, Christine Jourdan, spent $2,000 in 1 month calling every person she could find with a connection to her sister. Her family has campaigned relentlessly for 90 days that Sandrine has been missing, and her sister is at a loss as to why they have managed a handful of news articles in period when Miss Baden, Clay, and Miss Meager dominated the headlines of all the news outlets, and I do remember that. She is desperate to get her missing sister's story on television news and has called every station she could think of, but described one television station in particular as very rude. So we do have the same problems here in Australia with crime as what you do over there with media, picking up certain cases and not picking up other cases. She is desperate to get her missing sister's story on television news and has called every station she could think of, but described one television, I just read that, as being very rude. They turned around to us and said, well, what's so special about her? Please explain. What's so special? And maybe we'll do a story about her. And when we told them what was going on, they said, no, that's not newsworthy, Miss Jourdan said. Pretty sad, isn't it? I knew I was missing something. Sorry, guys. I've lost where I was. When they told us that, we said, you've got to be kidding me. 2 weeks later, they ran a story about a dog being reunited in America, and I was like, that's where it could have been put in. Just a photo of my sister. I'm not asking you to do a full story. Just put up a photo. Missing, hey. Yeah, they were very rude, crime and justice. I would be outraged by that. And like I said, same problem as what it is over there. They'll pick up whatever they want to pick up. Sandrine had broken up with her partner the month before she went missing and was staying with friends and family, but had secured a new place to live before she disappeared. For Sandrine just to go and not tell somebody where she is going is weird, and the circumstances to it are just weird too, because she was supposed to go with a friend to motocross, and she walked to the end of his driveway, and by the time he drove to the end of his driveway, she was no longer there, she said. Strange that. September 3rd came, the 17th birthday of one of her daughters. Come and went, and she did not get a happy birthday from her mother. That breaks my heart. More people become more worried. Then September 19th came and went, and Sandrine's son turned 14 without a phone call or even a Facebook post from his mother. Now everybody connected to her is sick with worry, but the family still cannot get the word out. When asked how the children are coping with their mother's disappearance, the answer is surprising. They are really upset that we can't get on the television to actually get it out there, Miss Jourdan said. Poor children. And this is where I think media should be made accountable for just picking up stories that they wish to pick up. Unfortunately, it's the loved ones that are suffering. In late August, police renewed appeals for public help to find Sandrine. The plea came after a thorough search of bushland in the Caboolture area was conducted by police and state emergency services volunteers, but they failed to find her. She is described as Caucasian in appearance, 164 centimetres tall, with a proportionate build, with brown hair and brown eyes. At the time of her disappearance, she was wearing a light mauve long-sleeve jumper and dark dress pants. Anyone with information is urged to contact Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000. This is the area that she was last seen in. This would be the driveway she walked down on and just magically disappeared. From what I can ascertained Sandrine, a very talented artist and mother of three, was driven by her own mother to the acreage property of a friend at Thomason Road in Caboolture. She was dropped off at the acreage's long driveway with an understanding that the friend would then drive down to collect her. When the friend arrived, as agreed, Sandrine's jacket was sitting on the property's fence, but Sandrine was not there and has been neither seen nor heard from since that point in time. During the window of time between mother dropping her off and the acreage friend arriving to collect her from the driveway entrance, did Sandrine simply wander off into the scrub and befall some mishap? Or could this be a matter of a random opportunistic abduction? I don't believe that. I agree with that. Crime and Justice, I totally agree with that. I don't know how they can listen to these families and say no or be rude to them. I really can't. Surely it doesn't take much to just put a photo like her sister said and her name out there. I feel of importance that earlier on the day of Sandrine's disappearance, she had made mention of her desire to spend time at the Buddhist retreat. To my way of thinking, there was something, perhaps decision with a someone, that must have given rise to that desire notion. I'm wondering if Sandrine made mention to that particular someone or anyone regarding the arrangement to visit her friend's acreage, and of possibility that she may have invited that someone to meet up with her there. Could that someone, whoever, have arrived during the window of time she waited to be collected? And may they, by chance, have made an impromptu decision to leave for the retreat right there and then? If so, in what direction might they have headed? Where are the known Buddhist retreats? And would there be any record of persons or either acquired, visited, or resided within the retreat at that time, just prior or shortly after? Furthermore, as Tomlinson Road is just off the old Gympie Road, where identified partial human remains and clothing were recently discovered, I feel the investigation and thread related to that matter may also have significance to SJ's disappearance. Remains of a woman teen found in Kaibong, Queensland. Police are struggling to make identification. Sadly, I did read another article, and I'll just find about this lady, Sandrine. Give me 2 secs. This case was originally closed. That I can tell you. Like I said, they said that she unalived herself. And then when these items were found, sorry guys, when these items were found in that rolled up piece of carpet, they reopened the case. Funny enough. However, when I find the article, God, I'm doing so well. They when they found this, they reopened the case because the coroner actually closed the case, and when they found these items and whatnot in this rolled up piece of carpet that was virtually buried in the earth, they reopened it. And I believe, if I'm not wrong, that they do have somebody in mind of who did it. Give me 2 seconds and I'll find the article I was reading. Sorry, guys. I thought I did have it up there with this one, but I've put the wrong one there. Doing so well. And that's not the one I'm after. Two seconds. Yeah, I wish there was enough hours in the day to cover all these. It's sad. Yeah, well, that's what I wanted to know too. Why would she bother getting the lift if she was going to walk away? I don't believe she would have. I don't believe she walked away either. The same as strange that she broke up with her boyfriend not long beforehand. Yeah, well, apparently that's, I don't know, I can't remember how long after they put that down to saying that she unalived herself and closed the case. But I don't think they spent a lot of time looking for her either, by the sounds of it. Thank you, everyone. I hope so. I hope to get better as I go along. I'll have it all sorted out. Okay, I found this. Let me move this one over here for you.
Have you seen this missing person? A few seconds of your attention could change a life.
Sorry. I will did that so well.
Help find the missing by clicking View More now.
Oh, well, that's not what I thought it was going to be. So I'm sure this one has about the carpet in it that they found.
Breaking news coming in, Green. Senator Lydia Thorpe will sell.
No, thank you. Oh, well, see, in here, Sandrine's family, like Sandrine herself, has always been upfront with the fact that she suffered from mental illness. She was struggling with post-traumatic stress disorder and borderline personality issues. and had been taking antidepressants on and off, which shouldn't matter. And I'm guessing that's why they put it down to she unalived herself. See, here it says they had their own suspicions as to what may have befallen Sandrine, and frustrated by the lack of progress on the police side, have quietly been conducting their own investigation. They've devoted hundreds of hours in researching the case, and I'm pretty sure this is second encountering dead end after dead end. Okay, this is the purple shredded material. Caught Miss Miller's eye 6 months ago. Now, this was 2016, this article was written. As she and two others searched the property neighbouring Mr. Bogan's former home. And that's the friend she went to visit. And he has plenty of money too, I might add. We're seen where she was last seen on July the 13th. The police evidence docket listing all of the items dug up by Miss Miller at a site on the neighbour's property. Police excavated the rest of the area in a secret and have refused to tell the family what, if anything, they found, which I think stinks as well. And it seems funny how they found this next to the place, or next door to the place where she went to visit, that she disappeared from. One would ask, did she actually make it down that driveway? Because I don't think she did somehow. I think only her jacket and stuff might have made it down there. But did she actually make it down there? Unfortunately, and by the sounds of it, the police didn't do a good job at this. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Jem. I hope so. I hope I just get better for all of you and for these victims, because that's what I'm here for. Like Doug, Lisa, and Joe, that's all we're here for. It's for these victims. I'm not here for myself. I feel for these victims, their families, who are the ones that are missing them, their children. They're the ones that suffer from this. And I believe that by some of us raising the bar for these victims, hopefully YouTubers will be taken more seriously and we can get the word out there more and more. So what do you all think so far about Sandrine? Yes, I hijacked the good mods. No, I don't think so. And they've actually, like I said, now opened that case, reopened her case. So whatever the coroner's inquest about her unaliving herself, no, she didn't. And they know that. So I'm guessing that was changed now and put down to a criminal case. From what I can work out, I'm hoping it's on this. Well, it'd have to be a criminal case because it's in the cold case crimes here in Australia on their website, which is probably the best place to find it. Give me 2 seconds and I'll find it on there for you. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I should have had this ready. I thought I did have this already over there, but I didn't. No, I think that's the one I'm going through here. Oh,
Have
no.
you seen this missing person? A few seconds of your attention could change a life.
Sorry. Let me move this one over for you. Ah. Sorry, guys. That one.
Have you seen this missing person? A few seconds of your attention could change a life. Help find the missing by clicking View More now.
Okay. So, yeah, if only they had taken it serious. And I got a strange feeling that might have something to do with her mental illness and her postnatal depression is why they didn't take it serious, which they're good at doing here. I do know that. Not in all cases, but in some of them, yeah. See, 6 months ago, with permission of the current owners, Miss Miller, which is the place she went to visit that friend, Sandrine's niece and her boyfriend to look for clues. They concentrated on the tree line at the foot of the 5 acres plot at the back of a paddock, where the owner recalled once having seen Mr. Bogan struggling to retrieve plants that had washed across during flood. We took maybe 15 steps onto the back of name withheld property, and we've seen some shredded purple material caught on a fallen tree with some sort of frame structure surrounding it, Miss Miller told News. We kept going, kept digging, then we got down around a foot deep and found more of the purple mauve material, a bra something green and deteriorated that looked like a little hippie bag, which she was carrying. Sandrine was last seen wearing a mauve top and black dress pants. And that's what I said. I doubt whether she actually walked down the driveway with her coat and everything else that was left there. Yeah, there is a $1 million reward for this lady, or information. The stuff was all wrapped up in sort of a black plastic sheet and a massive roll of carpet. After digging approximately a foot, we found the black dress, pants, and Sandrine's niece just started shaking. She had this look on her face. We just thought, Jesus, if we keep going, are we going to find her body? It's pretty sad that her family had to do that. Not the police, but her family. As soon as we found the dress pants, we called the police. We did keep going, and we found a heap of stuff. Some beer cans, a screwdriver, and a beautiful shell. We were wearing gloves, and all the stuff we found, we had bags. I ended up calling over the woman who owned the property, and she didn't know anything about the clothes, she said. The night officers confiscated the items the group had found and gave them a receipt listing everything before ordering them to leave the property. And that's fancy being treated like that when you've got to find, the family's got to go out and do their own investigations and their own searching that police failed to do. This guy here is the guy that I believe she went, yeah, he was the last person to see her. They had been long-time friends and spent the day together. But I don't think she left his property. I really don't. That's the property there. The next day, the neighbours told Miss Miller that a massive convoy of about 100 officers, now they decide to get working, descended on the site, set up a tent and excavated for close to a week. Miss Miller was not allowed to return to the area, and police refused to tell Sandrine's family what, if anything, else they found. That I find pretty sad too. Investigators have remained silent ever since, ignoring the family requests for information about what was found on the site and their repeated pleas for an inquest to be held. Stop. Sorry, my dog wants to join in now. But Mr. Ogan told News he had nothing to do with her disappearance. Yeah. And don't believe that. I didn't kill her, he said yesterday. I'm aware I'm the prime suspect because I was the last person to see her, and that's just the way it is. There's nothing I can do about that, but I didn't kill her, I didn't hurt her. It's hard to believe that she would have been picked up in that brief time just walking down a driveway or sitting outside waiting for a friend to pick her up, considering it was a rural area too. This happened in July of 2012, Yvonne, sadly, and they still haven't arrested anybody or found her remains at this point. Police asked me the same thing. Did you kill her? Did you love her? I cared for her very much, and I had nothing to do with her disappearance. Part of me still thinks she might be alive, and I half expect to see her just walk through the door. They'd all heard that before. 2012. Let me go to the top. Yeah, July 13th, 2012, Crime and Justice. So that's 10 years now that they've waited. Oh no, it's all good, Lisa, it's all good. They've waited for police to do something, and this was, when they found these items, that was 2016 that they found these items, that the niece found the items near that tree, and still no word to them. Police asked me the same thing. Did you kill her? Do you love her? I cared for her very much, and I had nothing to do with her disappearance. Part of me still thinks she might be alive. We've all heard that before. And I half expect to see her just walk through my door. Mr. Bogan said it was possible she had called someone from the public phone box on the highway to come and pick her up, and even suggested she had run off to join a notorious cult in northern New South Wales. Okay. But he agreed she would never stay away for an extended period without contacting her children, and I don't believe she would either. I believe, and the funny thing is, if he was home, how did he not see somebody else pick her up either? I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that you would let her sit outside waiting on her own too, or sit outside even. Ian Canyard also told News he did not kill Sandrine. Oh, sorry, I skipped. She loved her kids. She talks about them all the time, he said. They didn't hear anything at Christmas, and then she missed the first birthday, and that was when I knew something was wrong. So she didn't go without contacting her children. So I don't believe she ran off. I don't believe that anything they're saying about that she went and joined a cult or something. Seems a bit far-fetched to me. And sadly, not many people have picked up this case, I've noticed. So I will put, like I said, there is a YouTube channel either her sister or a family member has put up, and it only has 2 short videos on it with more photos of her and another one. And they've only had a few hits on it, sadly. But yes, I agree. Red flags. Hey, Doug. Thank you for coming. So I hope more people can pick up this case and get this out for this family, and hopefully somebody remembers something, somebody saw something at the time and moved away and didn't think anything of it. Somebody knew that guy. I'm hoping that bigger channels pick this case up, or Doug and Crime and Justice, be on it. If you put this case on your channels for me and for the family, if you don't mind. I think after 10 years and the police not doing very little for this family and her children, Um, she was a beautiful soul with a troubled mind, he said of his former partner. I had no contact with her for 3 months prior to her going missing. I had nothing to do with it. If I did, don't you think the police would have hunted me down? I have my own opinion about what might have happened, but nobody has seen any trace of her. I do fear she is dead, but, where is she? You can't bury your own body, so it doesn't, I think. It does make you wonder. If someone did do something to her, then that is very sad because she didn't deserve that. And down here, the Queensland Police Service can confirm that a report for the state coroner has been sent to the police unit attached to the state coroner's office and is currently being processed to be lodged with the state coroner's office, the spokesman said in a statement sent late yesterday afternoon. The family also told us they had not been informed of the development despite having repeatedly begged police for an inquest. Instead, the news was conveyed by us, that is really sad. This family has gone out and found the evidence. Her niece found the evidence. I couldn't imagine looking for my loved one and finding evidence myself. Thank you so much, Crime and Justice. I appreciate that. But yeah, like I said, sadly, not many people have covered this case. And being that I live in Australia, I can tell you now, I didn't hear anything about this case at all. And I got the message from Doug and looked it up, sadly. And it breaks my heart to think her 2 kids have now gone 10 years without their mum or knowing what happened to their mum. So let's hope they get justice soon, very soon. One can only hope. But yeah, this is the last person, or this was the person that spent the day with her, whose place she walked down the driveway and vanished. So, what do you all think? See, our cases aren't much different. Yeah, I agree with that. Crime and Justice, I believe that too. Yeah, it sounds like Box Elder, doesn't it? Sadly. And see, there's good and bad law enforcement everywhere. It's just, that's their job. I don't understand how you can take an oath and not abide by it. It blows my mind, actually. But like I said, you can see that we have very similarity in cases and media, what they'll pick up, what they won't pick up, which ones pull in more readers, which ones don't. To think that they begged just to put a photo and put on simple words missing, and they couldn't even do that for the family. Even a couple of weeks after. What do you do after that? I don't know. But I do have another case for you for next time. in regards to a child, a couple of children actually, that you'll see the similarities between the cases over there and here. We might have different police force, but you'll see similar things. You're not the only one that has dyslexia. So I hope you all enjoyed that. I've got over the nerve-wracking part now of getting through this and what to do. This is extremely hard. Yes, we do. Mog Grady Judd would be great. That man is a legend. He should go and teach every other police force on how to behave and what to do. Due to kangaroos, your cases are more hippity. Thanks, Doug. Always come in with a good laugh. It is sad for the family. Sad for her children. The hardest part is never knowing. I think you deal with it better when you find out what's happened. Trespassing sign crime. Thank you, Jen. I hope I get, like I said, I hope I can get better for you guys and do this easier. Now I've got over the first one. And I hope I can help get more cases out there. But I have to thank Doug from No Thanks Investigates and Lisa from Crime and Justice. And, of course, the Dago. I have learnt so much from all of you, especially for the long time that I've been on Doug's channel. It has been a great learning experience. I wish you had warned me, though, what you got to go through to do this. I might have thought twice about it. So next time we'll go over a couple of cases and I'll have everything ready. Thank you, Thought. I hope it was acceptable to you guys. Actually, that's true, Doug. That's true. Thank you, Yvonne. I hope so. For the victims, I hope so. I really don't care what people think about me. I'm here for the victims, and that's all. So hopefully we can get them out there. And like Doug said, hopefully we can work between each other and cover cases from here and cases from there. I hope to do that. But I thank you all for being here. And thank you for helping me through this and all the words of encouragement. I very much appreciate it. And I will catch you all next time. If I can work out how to shut down this stream now. That's the next thing. But thank you all for coming and thank you all for being here. And thank you all for your fantastic support. I needed it. Thanks, guys. I love you all. And I'll see you tomorrow.